Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Down for this offense. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The hand to the running back, fighting off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You've got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the ground with the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with him. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Sanders. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that 1st drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end.
After 1, we're tied 0-0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
3rd down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. On target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
At the 20, he's got space. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down after a gain of 1, they'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Powers through. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass, it's Cook. They're trying to get to it. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside, you see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the
expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, probably looks like a receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
To throw, it's Sanders. This time it's complete.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first inside the 37. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They're bringing heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the Tigers have a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Oh, that is really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He got it, and he will score. Touchdown. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On target to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Altmaier. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's McCray. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down after a gain of 1, they'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, BYU.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league game if I were allowed to do the kind of push passes on those blank quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run for it on fourth down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Illinois 3, BYU 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got a wide open receiver. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougar!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The give to the tailback.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. This time they'll go to the running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The give to the back. Nice move there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting those blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to convert, Illinois comes to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Illini! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone. We're like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off play action. Got the quick pass. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So that'll do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that
Touchdown, BYU! And that one will give him the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want
into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to get...